What's going on, people? Iris Waver, and this is the OpinionatedFacts Media Group podcast. And yeah, we up recording late night with the team, man. I got illuminated lenses with me. Ask Keith Sweat, and I got Dirty to Be Great and Coco Love. Hey, Coco Love on tonight, man. We're going to talk to y'all about some stuff that we just going to have some fun with y'all, man. We hope that everyone's doing okay. Normally, we thank you at the end, but I want to thank you at the beginning. Thank y'all so much for the support that y'all been giving us. We've been seeing a lot of love from you guys, and thank y'all so much. But we're going to jump right into it today and give y'all something to laugh about, something to think about. So to start it off, my guy E, what we got?
Well, we're going to start it off. I mean, we got to start off with a little foreplay, right? Before we just dive into y'all's, so let's talk about foreplay, right?
Okay.
So my question to y'all, is foreplay necessary?
Yes, absolutely.
I personally feel like it is. I mean, now, no, it ain't got to be like 30, 40, 50 minutes or whatever like that. It ain't even got to be nothing, you know what I'm saying, nothing too crazy. But, you got to make sure folks ready. You got to set the mood. You got to, set the set and everything. You can't just dive right in.
Sometimes, man, you don't be want to do all that foreplay, man. You just want to hop right on in there. And some of the women be like, no, you got to do this, that, and the third. You want to be hot and ready sometimes. You don't be wanting, you got to sit there and wait.
Ain't nobody no little
I'm glad you say that. Oh, no, yes, you are. Yes, sometimes you can be. Sometimes I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm gonna paint the scene for you now. Y'all went on your little date night. Y'all making a little Google eyes with each other and everything like that. Everything good. You feeling him, he feeling you or whatever. Y'all get back to the spot when everything, and you already turned on. You had a good night.
Right.
So if you already had a good night, what we playing around for? Hop over and
the whole date was foreplay.
Yeah. Remember now, foreplay isn't just touch. When you touch somebody, when you touch their mind.
Okay. Talk to a professor.
Are you with me? I don't think you heard me right. I said when you touch their mind, you stimulated not only the body, but you stimulated the soul.
And that ought to open up the floodgates. What you thinking, my brother?
Exactly. Amen.
I tell you what, as Illuminated Lenses likes to say all the time, I as a woman, I would say that foreplay is needed most of the time. Now, every now and then, depending upon what all went down prior to, because I guess as you stated, the conversation sometimes can be foreplay, but it depends on what you've been saying. And as a woman, speaking for most women, I'm sure sometimes y'all can say some dumb stuff that can really turn off everything. So, that's where the touch is needed, because you can bring us back around, because you done took us to dinner, so we full, what I'm saying? You might have got us a little drink or two, so we got a little buzz, even dessert, and, so we might be feeling like that, but we just need a little bit extra every now and then, so I think foreplay is necessary most of the time.
It is necessary. Can I share something with y'all that used to turn me off about foreplay?
Come on with it.
We ready.
Okay. So
I think we're ready.
So like in the past, being with this guy, when, like I said, doing foreplay, things get heated, touching or whatever. And so I would touch his unit. And
unit.
But what would turn me off was the pre-cum. That to me, and I know it may sound crazy, but it was kind of a turn off to me, because it's like, I don't know, it just seemed so childish at the time.
Wait a minute. You gotta bet. This might be the whole episode. We got to discuss this. You did not just call that man childish because he had a nut.
So that was my perspective at the time. It just felt childish. I mean, I don't know.
No question. I mean, it was children in there, but I don't know.
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on.
Oh no.
Hey, he couldn't help it, man. You
I
couldn't.
mean, I have always thought of, I'm doing a good job here. We haven't even got started, and this is the beginning. That's how I looked at it.
But see, that's why you gotta take my advice. Cause see, if you had just stimulated his mind, see, if you had just went straight into it, you wouldn't have had that problem.
Yeah, you know what, y'all? Hey, look, I learned something tonight, man. So they want to hear that dirty talk. I gotta work on my nasty talk so I can get it.
We gotta turn into freaking Keith Sweat. I'm Mr. Nasty Time or something.
Man, listen. Side note, speaking of Keith Sweat, like real talk, I listened to like one of the I was on the way home one night, and all this stuff on the radio now sounds like a bunch of noise to me. So I wandered upon the Keith Sweat channel or whatever, and that junk is so like cringy and so lame. I'm sorry, it's so lame because he's like, "Hey, baby." Hey, and then like these women are calling it, "Hey, Keith, we listen to you all the time." I'm like, girl, no. And they just be like doing the most. I'm sorry. I had to share that. It was bad.
Yeah, they love it. They love Keith Sweat.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the Sweat Hotel.
The Sweat Hotel, baby.
Hey, yo, we go move to the next one here. So I wanted to ask y'all about this, man. This is something that I hear so many people talk about. Dating multiple people at one time. Like when I say dating, I don't mean sleeping with somebody, right? I mean just like going out on multiple dates with different people, because I know sometimes people have courting and dating kind of mixed up. When you court a person, that means you chose someone and you're trying to pursue something serious with that one person. But dating actually means that you have your options open and you just kind of trying to see where everybody's at. So I guess I'm saying, from both sides, could you date multiple people at one time? And if you were dating someone, would you care if they were dating more than just you?
Yes and no.
Hard to understand. Explain it to me, my brother.
My baby. Now, to the first question, you say, could I date multiple people? Yes, I've done it before. Not saying it was a good idea.
So you say you have dated multiple people at one time?
Yeah, it's definitely doable. It's doable. Now it's a pain in the ass, but
I guess I'm saying
definitely doable.
I guess I'm saying because I know some people are real funny about that. Like it's like when you exchange numbers with that one person, it's like, hey, look, I gave you my number. This is the only number you need to use. Forget everybody's number that you got before me. Like this is it. And I just think that when you first meet a person, that's just not a good thing. You know what I mean? I mean, what do you think, ladies?
I don't see anything wrong with dating multiple people. I've done it before. I actually went on 2 dates in one day before.
Wow, what was that like?
Now wait a minute.
Hey, breakfast. Hey,
she just came tonight. She just wanted to share.
I mean, well, the first day, I met the guy at the park, and we just kind of walked around the park, just talked or whatever. And the other guy, we ended up meeting downtown, and we just kind of walked around downtown and hung out. So it was, it was cool. But like I said, I wasn't committed to either one of them. It was just, hanging out and getting to know, get to know who they are. So I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, what about you, love?
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. I think communication is the most important part, though. Like, if you meet someone or whatever, and y'all start communicating or whatever, like texting or whatever, you can let it be known. I mean, we are adults, so, and it's most of us, like, well, we're in our 30s ish, and you don't really have time to be like wasting. So like, you kind of should just like let people know your intentions. Like, so I don't see anything wrong with it as long as it's being communicated. Like, hey, I'm getting to know multiple people or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like you said, as long as you're not, to me, in my opinion, as long as you're not sleeping with them all. But I mean, that's your business too.
No.
Not shaming anyone.
just for the record now, I'm in my 20s, in case anybody's hearing.
Oh gosh.
I'm just saying, I ain't calling y'all, I ain't saying y'all.
You getting close, my boy.
I am getting close, but I'm just letting you know. I'm in my 20s.
All right. Well, thank y'all for y'all feedback on that, because I think that is a highly debated subject. A lot of people just want you and only you, or the other way around. They don't want any extra people involved. I think that you should date multiple people, especially if you are just trying to get to know somebody. And then, like, if you're looking for something serious, then, and the other person's looking for something serious, I think sometimes you got to be aware of that too. If they want something really serious and they've already chosen you, but you haven't already chosen them, then that could be a problem. So, like Love said, you want to communicate. That's the key.
Absolutely. I just wanted to ask you all your opinions about taking a vacation without the bae, though. So, and the reason this topic came up, I came across a show where my husband was speaking with his wife and was saying that he had been stressed and had been experiencing depression, anxiety, things like that. So he ended up taking a trip to Africa. Not sure how long, but she had never been to Africa, but she seemed to be understanding of him wanting to get away. I'm just curious, if your mate comes to you and was like, they're stressed, they got a lot of stuff going on, and they just want to go away to like maybe some type of retreat and gather themselves, and so they can come back and be a better version of themselves for you or the family or whatever. Like, are you understanding of that?
Nah. You ain't going to Africa. What the hell? You ain't going to Africa.
My God.
You ain't gotta go to the motherland to find yourself. That's what we're not gonna do. You right. You over here trying to go find Mandingo on one of them. Over there, Africa. Yeah, you ain't slick.
Hey, I gotta say for myself, it's kind of funny. It's hard to answer that question because I think if you're the person going on the me-cation, then maybe you could see going as a good idea. Obviously, if you want to get away and you think it's something that you need to do, but the problem is I couldn't be the one that's watching the person leave. So I'm agreeing with you with that. I don't know if I would be okay with you going over there. It depends on where you're going. I mean, go ahead.
I say it because I didn't mean to cut you off, but I say it because, like, by you saying I'm going by myself, isn't that basically saying that the other person is kind of the part of the problem? Why you didn't? Why you didn't?
They might be, bro. They might be though.
It very well could be. It depends on the situation, but just for whatever reason, like they're just overwhelmed. They, like you said, they experiencing some type of anxiety, some type of stress or whatever, and they just kind of want to get away and maybe go into nature and just reconnect with their soul or whatever. I don't know, but
she didn't even believe it herself.
If somebody say, I need some time away to reconnect, but they're going to Las Vegas, that's a different story. But if they're actually going off to like a spiritual retreat or whatever, like, could you be understanding of that, or is just a no-go?
Nah.
I put it like this. At that point, it depends. Like, I guess it depends on where you're going. It's still kind of, I don't know, but it depends on where you're going. Now, if you saying that you're going to Miami, that you need to clear your head, and you just need this spiritual awakening, you might as well just go on, stay down there in Miami.
What about you, Love? What you got on this?
Yeah, I think it kind of depends. I mean, on where you're going. Africa is kind of far. It sounds like you're trying to get lost, not find yourself.
Right.
So I wouldn't be okay with that. It depends on where you're going, how long. It just depends on a lot of things, because it would make me feel too like I'm part of the problem, and maybe we need to talk about some things, figure some things out, because I want you to be okay, I want you to be happy, but yeah, I don't know, it depends.
Yeah,
out here enslaving folks, don't want nobody to go nowhere. Anyway, it's okay. What you got, Love?
Well, I'm sure y'all have seen it or whatever. It's been quite juicy on the social media streets this week. Good Morning America host, co-anchors Amy Robach, and T.J Holmes were photographed loud and proud, out here with their loves, and they're seen in pictures holding hands. He grabbing her little dude. They in a bar laughing and all of that good stuff. The problem here is not the problem here is not, that they're doing this or whatever. I mean, they actually look kind of cute together. But the problem here is that these two people are co-hosts on a very, very well-known morning show. And so people recognize you. But the bigger problem is that these people are married to other people, not each other. So they got a little sticky and they haven't said anything. It was really funny. They kind of just rolled up to work the next day and they was at the desk just like any other day. They did, take down their social medias though. So that lets you know, like, okay, they messed up. But my question here, because this is just real messy. But to me, it's like where they really messed up, I would say most of all, is the fact that they work together. To me, I mean, obviously, yes, you cheat on your spouse, so that's a no too, but you're working together. And again, you are on a major, major morning show. So my question here, because I know my answer, have you ever dated someone that you work with? And how did that work out for you? Because I can tell you right now, it's not a good idea.
Man, my boy had that nasty talk for her, man. She couldn't he was talking nasty to her. She couldn't take it, man.
I guess, well, yeah. Well, here they are.
Sometimes outdated is a strong word. Had relations, sure. I think that it probably isn't the best thing. Kind of keep it on the low, just for purposes. I was an employee and she was a manager, so that definitely was probably a problem. Okay. But I just
no wonder he was off all the time, y'all. No wonder they let you get off.
You feel me? You got to think, chess, not checkers. But I think the main story with them is though, just going back to them real quick, is don't let your wife keep you from your soulmate. I think that's what it's so true. Who is she to keep him from happiness?
Support that man.
Right.
But look, I'm gonna say this though. No, I have not been the type of person that want to do any dating with anyone that I clock in at the same place with. I just never really wanted to do that. It's just a dangerous thing, man. Even having relations is a dangerous thing. Between those two anchors, shit, they didn't even care. I mean, it was no hiding. It was like whatever. But it's important to know yourself and the person that you're dealing with, especially if you're gonna do anything like that. And might want to take into consideration that if you are married and that person's married too, then probably not the best idea, especially if you're gonna be out in the open too. But just in general, nah, I'm not dating nobody that I'm working with, especially like that close. I mean, I can see if you was at a factory and you dating somebody working on a whole nother line or something. Like
the Hyundai plant.
Like on the other side of the building, okay. But like we on the same line and we both married, nah.
Same shield.
Nah, man, that ain't no.
Not a good idea. I actually, me and my kid's father, we worked together years ago when we were together, and it's a horrible idea.
Well, I talked to someone. We weren't in a relationship, but yeah, we were dating, not dating. We were just getting to know. And man, I tell you, it just wasn't good for when he started like texting and calling. You know how you tell somebody you're gonna call them back, and then like you say, I'm gonna call you back later, right? And then they call you back in like 20 minutes, and it's like, well, wait, hey, it's not later yet. Give me a minute. It's like that. Like that, he was like really on me, and so I kind of started getting irritated with that or whatever, and so I kind of started to try and keep him a little distance, and he wasn't really liking that very much. And of course, we worked together, so he was hard to get rid of. I left the company.
It do be a problem like when you stop doing your own thing, and then y'all have an argument that day or whatever, and saying you need help on the register, and then call for backup, and I'll be down. Guinevere ain't come yet. I know. It's been 15 minutes
on your own.
You ask her why she ain't come, and she talking about something. Yeah, you need no help. You like, you help yourself. And like, well, but that's another story for another day. The point is, guys, don't do
it. All right, y'all. Well, as I've said numerous times in the past, I think that's it. I think that's it. Hey, thank you. What'd you say?
I said, I think so.
Thank y'all so much, man. Hey, we just try to give y'all a little bit of laughter, some information, all in one. Thank y'all so much, again, for the support, man. We really appreciate y'all. I am Swaver, joined by Illuminating Lenses, Journey to Be Great, Coco Love. This is the Opinionated Facts Media Group podcast. I don't know why y'all ain't subscribed yet. I'm sorry. I know what y'all was looking for. Y'all was looking for me to go ahead and end it, but y'all need to subscribe and listen to us, man. We be dropping the gems, man. What are y'all waiting on? Just go ahead and take your thumb right now, hit the subscribe button, and follow us. I mean, look, why would you not do it? But until next time, peace.